Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another Fool's Gold comic review. And of course in this Fool's Gold comic review, it's Justice League issue 71 by Brian Michael Bendis. And I must admit, I think this one has a slight improvement compared to some of the previous issues. I will say one thing though, I really enjoyed the Justice League Dark story, as many of you probably will. Even though it was a big recap, it was still a fun recap to read through in regards to what's been happening with the Justice League story. Justice League Dark story, I mean. So, to those who are new to Fool's Gold, I guess I better let you know how this actually works. Now, with Fool's Gold, you can see the little thing in the corner here, which links to the currency conversion. Now, the currency conversion also links to how much I think the cover is worth, the art is worth, and the story is worth. And, of course, there's money that goes towards the writer as well as the artist. To add on top of that, my rating can also affect how much I believe the story or the parts of it are actually worth. So as you can see here, I paid $4.99 for this, to which that translates to $8.95 Australian, or converts to $8.95 Australian. So if Brian Michael Bendis really wants to get past a certain mark here, he'd have to at least get in the $7 age range, currency range. And that means getting out a story that I personally enjoy. Alright. To which it might end up getting a 10 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, and the currency conversion to what that shows in how much it's worth. I better get to the rating. Starting off with first things first, the cover. Does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside of the story? Sure enough, it does, and you actually learn inside of the story that there's a slight connection to, say, interdimensional Justice Leagues. To which I gave the cover a 7 out of 10. Now, this is where I link to the part of how much I believe the cover is worth, and that is $1.50. Now, understand that this $1.50 goes towards the artists, including the cover artist, even though I did pay close to $9 for this. So, it's now to jump into the internal art. I will not be showing any of the art around the backstory. So let's look around the art in regards to into the first story of this, which is from Brian Michael Bendis. I will be looking at the beginning, middle, and of course the end. So this is this is Superman up around the area to where the Fortress of Solitude was, well, taken captive by a member of the Royal Flush Gang, and of course he gets back a crystal which connects to the Fortress of Solitude. I'll now jump towards the middle. This is some of the art that's happening towards the middle. And I must admit, I really enjoy the artwork in this. And last but not least, towards the end. For the internal art, I gave it a 7 out of 10, to which I believe it's worth $1.50. Jumping into the story, to which I like to rate my stories on certain areas which are actually important to storytelling. First things first, were there any comic book references to any of the previous issues that Brian Michael Bendis has been working on? No, there wasn't, but has it in some way affected the story rating? In some part it has. Jumping to the next area, being time, so do we get an indication as to when this takes place? We get the lazy written up, such as then and now. Did it really affect the story that much? A little bit. The locations being the next thing, the Fortress of Solitude and the Hall of Justice, we get to see that. The cast of characters consisting of the Justice League, the Royal Flush Gang, and last but not least, some members of Checkmate. I felt a little bit generous in this because it was actually at the conclusion of a story. So I gave the story a 5 out of 10, to which I believe it's worth $1, giving it an overall total of $4. That is $4 overall. So until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.